Gypsy, it says Damona's anniversary video.
Hey, I'm good. How are you? So I was going to go, hey, patience. I was going to go over Ryan's live from last night, but I decided against that. I decided against it because I don't want to say I feel like it was a waste of time, but in some ways I feel like it was a waste of time. I think that as a viewer, I can attest to say that I feel like everyone was very eager, very excited, very like anxious to hear what Ryan had to say, and we were all very, very hopeful that he was going to divulge more information than what was actually said. So he didn't say anything bad. I mean, hey, Brittany, he didn't say anything bad. He didn't say anything like harmful. I think he was very respectful. And we know that he is, we know that Ryan, hey, Brittany, we know that Ryan is very respectful. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Nina. So, hey, Cray, we know that he's very respectful. We know that he values his integrity and his character, right? So, to some degree, he didn't come out of character, right? He hasn't come out of character. Hey, Mandolin, for Gypsy, or to get back at her, or anything like that. So I feel like he was very responsible in the things that he said. But I also felt like, again, as a viewer, I felt like there wasn't enough information, if that makes sense. I felt like he could have definitely, hey, Mallory, I felt like he definitely could have given us more information. Thank you, Lori. Did any of you guys watch Ryan's live last night? Hey, Onward. Make sure you're double tapping the screen on TikTok. Did anybody watch the live? Hey, Jody. I didn't watch it last night. I watched it today. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. What was your opinion about what was said on the live? I'd love to get everyone else's opinion. Yeah, he wasn't talking about very much. So he did mention that there were other text messages, and we kind of assumed that there was, just based on the text messages that he had showed us in regards to like the whole Amber J thing. And when Gypsy got online and basically did that whole apology video, everything like that, when she did that, I knew that there was more text messages that was sent, and that she was afraid of Ryan putting out those messages. And he didn't, and he hasn't. And in a way, I can respect that. Hey, JJ, in a way, I can respect that. But in another way, it's like, are you doing this because you are protecting your own self-image and your own mental health, or are you doing this because you're afraid that these messages are going to get out and Gypsy is going to be mad at you because these messages are going to ultimately break up Gypsy and Ken. And then she's going to be mad at Ryan and not want to have shit to do with him ever again. I think that there's a part of him that is still holding on to the hope that they can possibly have some type of a relationship. I don't know if he's holding on to a friendship. I don't know if he's holding on to the possibility of there being something romantic. But the fact that he is withholding information that he knows is damning to Gypsy because of her communicating with Ryan right after giving birth to the baby, probably before, and probably hasn't stopped. Hey, Anne. So we all know that whatever messages Ryan has would be damaging to Gypsy and Ken's relationship. And I feel like he is not sharing those messages as a way to protect whatever fragile relationship he believes that they have, right? Because he is still, in my opinion, under the impression that they have some sort of relationship, whatever that relationship may be. I definitely have a lot of respect for Ryan. A lot. Like, I may not agree with him not putting out the messages, but I totally respect that he's not. I respect that he values his own mental health. I respect that he values the privacy and the sanctity of those messages, even though Gypsy has never shown that she values the sanctity of, communication between two people. Like, I would never share messages between me and somebody else unless I ask them, like, is it okay if I talk about what we've communicated about? And if they say yes, okay, great. Then I will talk about it. But if they don't say yes, then that communication is going to stay private, right? Because that's how you earn people's trust. That's how you show that you respect them and they respect you. And I respect Ryan. I respect him. He has a lot more patience than I would ever have with Gypsy. He has a lot of constraint, girl, a lot. Oh, thank you for coming in and saying hi, Jody. Um, I know your client probably doesn't want to hear us talking about Gypsy, but thank you for coming in. But I do. I have a lot of respect for him. I value his opinion. He is a mandated reporter because he is a teacher. Yes, he is. I think I feel it's safe to say that everyone was disappointed that there wasn't more information given, right? I think I can say that for everyone that's here in both lives on YouTube and TikTok, that it was disappointing that there wasn't more information given. I also felt like it was very disappointing that he was still seemingly that he was still seemingly kind of not sticking up for her, but not putting responsibility on her for her actions. Like, in a way, minimizing her actions by saying, oh, well, Christy was the one who forced this on her. Oh, well, Ken was the one who forced this on her. Like, making excuses for her behavior as if somebody else is holding her hand and telling her to do these things, and it's not something that she wants to do. So I felt like that was a little frustrating, because Gypsy clearly shows us that she does what the fuck she wants to do when she wants to do it, and she doesn't really care who she hurts or what anybody thinks. So to like the video where they went to Ryan's house with the police, like he made a mention that Christy was the one who wanted to call the police and that he had spoken with Gypsy earlier in the day. Thank you, Booper. I am feeling much better. And I don't believe that that's true. I don't believe that that's true. I think that both Gypsy and Christy enjoy the drama. And I believe that they both wanted the police to be there to create some sort of an ambush and to intimidate him and to possibly get a negative reaction on camera. I do think that it's a possibility that he's afraid. Yeah, I do. I do. I know that I've been in several abusive relationships in my past, and I would have been just as afraid. And especially to be a teacher and to have everything play out so publicly. I mean, if this was all private, I don't think it would matter as much, right? I don't think that he would be holding on to so much information if all of this was playing out behind the scenes and there were no cameras involved and he doesn't have the level of public attention that he has currently. But because of the public attention, his career, and just knowing how Gypsy retaliates, I can sense that there is a little bit of fear of even more of a public smear campaign. And this evening, somebody told me and gave me the heads up that Trixie Lane on YouTube has some FOiA information about Gypsy's phone calls. So I was thinking that we would go and watch that on YouTube just to see like what is that about. I haven't watched it. Somebody gave me the information today and I was like, well, we'll watch it tonight. And I figured that her name is Trixie Lane and she's got some FOIA requests and phone calls and stuff like that. So I figure that that's something that we can all do together and take notes and help each other remember what's going on and what's being said. I do agree that Gypsy is abusive. I think that she's verbally, emotionally, mentally, psychologically. I think she's abusive in every way possible to her partners. I don't know about the sexual situation and if there's any abuse going on there, but I can 100% say that she is abusive in all the other ways. She actually did it the other day. So it was a live stream. I think it was done either last night or earlier today. It's a live stream, so we can press play and fast forward through any information that isn't pertinent. I know her voice makes me sick too, especially when she was in prison because she still using that little baby voice, and that shit is so annoying. I think that Gypsy is very sadistic. I think that she enjoys seeing people in pain, and I think that that's what attracted her to BDSM. The idea of being able to hurt people and get off sexually is gratifying to her. I know that sounds sick, but people who get off on sadistic things like that get off on hurting people, like physically seeing people in pain. That gives them, a big O. And I think that that's exactly what happens. Yeah, I think so too, Dio. I think so too. She's definitely pushing. Oh yeah, the entire MURDER was a fantasy. She claimed that it was a fantasy of Nicholas's, but I don't think it was Nicholas's fantasy. I believe that it was Gypsy's. We know how much she projects, and I believe that the MURDER was a fantasy that she had and that she wanted to live out, and she found somebody that would enact that fantasy with her. Okay, I'm gonna go to YouTube. Oh, and I also wanted to talk about the fact that Ryan was saying that that basically if Gypsy and Ken broke up for any reason, if Gypsy went back to Ryan, that Ken would file for full custody or whatever. I don't think that that's true. I think that that's a way for Gypsy to kind of emotionally manipulate and blackmail Ryan into believing that she wants to be with him. She just can't, because if she does, she'll lose her family. Blah 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 blah. It's bullshit. Are you talking about Dan? Okay, so this FOiA with Trixie Lane is almost 3 hours long. I cannot stay on for 3 hours, but I don't know how much of this live is like, I don't know how much of this live has information and how much it doesn't have information. So we're going to press play on it and then kind of talk about it. I'm going to flip you guys around so y'all can see the TV.
It's time, your time, not just to go back to school, but to come back and move forward with Purdue Global.
Oops.
I'm basically just watching with you guys and him going through it with
Oh, thank you, Christine. I would actually love to. I've been thinking about doing like a podcast and doing a little bit more public speaking and different things like that. I just haven't narrowed down like what I actually want to talk about. Oops. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to make a difference in some way. I just have not decided what I want to talk about. I feel like I'd be really good talking about domestic violence, any kind of abusive situation, addiction, recovery, like all of that stuff. I feel like I'd be really good at. Let's hope not, Booper. Okay, this is not very loud, so give me a minute.
some calls. Okay.
I think I might turn the light out just so we can see it a little bit better. I don't know if there's going to be anything on screen to see or if it's all going to be voice. Hey, Miss Pete. Thank you, Dio.
Cool. Everybody wants the calls first.
Okay, I think that she
Well, that sounds
is.
like a plan.
She's in a live stream on her own
So,
channel.
let's see.
So I think that everybody wanted to hear the phone calls first. So I think that that's what she's going to do. I should probably get StreamYard so that I can do live streaming
All
like
right,
that.
So I've got it up and ready to go. Please let me know if you guys can't hear it. I made sure I had a backup plan just in case it gives me any trouble. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started if you guys are ready. So the calls, it did accumulate to about an hour and 8 minutes in total, but a lot of that is
Christy, we're getting ready to. Hey, Charlie, we're getting ready to watch and listen to Gypsy's jailhouse phone calls when she first got arrested. So just remember, you know how her voice sounded back then. So just keep in mind that that's what it's going to sound like. It may be hard to hear because sometimes on those prison phones, it's like really hard to hear what they're saying. So I might try to see if I can turn captions on. So that we can read the screen if for whatever reason we can't hear what she's saying. Oops.
automated message, like, you're trying to make a phone call, enter this, enter that, yada, yada. I'm going to try to skip those as much as I can without going too far. So hopefully it won't be quite that long, but I think we'll get something out of it, hopefully. So,
I might reach out to
here
Trixie
we go.
and see if she would share these in a doc with me so I can go over them at my own pace and like read them, because sometimes it's hard for me to focus. I just have ADHD, so sometimes it's hard for me to focus if I'm not like reading it myself. Did I press play? Oh yeah, okay.
Inmate ID 1554249. Date 2015 6/21. Time.
I wonder why she's not wearing her glasses anymore.
4. Dialed number 1225711.
And if she can see
411. From
without her
station
glasses.
13121. Press 1 for English. Oprima el 2 para. Press 1 for English. Oprima el 2 para. Press 1 to place a call. Press 5 for the commissary system. Press 1 to place a call. Please enter your
because
PIN number,
she's worn glasses all her life. So why is she not wearing glasses now? Right. She never said she went and had LASIK so she could see. Plus the strabismus isn't something that you can correct with
For
LASIK.
calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean, please enter the area code prefix.
You're
and
right. She didn't have glasses on in her interrogation video. Look at that
Please say
haircut.
your name at the tone.
Maybe. I don't think so, because you know, with the strabismus, that isn't something that you can actually fake, because you can clearly see that her eye is going the wrong way. She says it's a lazy eye, but it's not a lazy eye. Strabismus and a lazy eye are completely two different things.
Hello, you have a call from an inmate at Waukesha County Jail. To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press we are unable to complete this call as a collect call. Please stay on the line for a one-time complimentary call provided by Inmate Calling Solutions. At the end of your call, you will be automatically connected to our call center so that you may make payment arrangements, allowing you to receive future calls from
Yeah, she does sound very
an
happy.
inmate at Waukesha County Jail. This call will be recorded and
Gypsy
subject to monitoring
Rose
at any time. You
is
may
what she
begin
called
speaking
herself.
now.
Gypsy?
Hey, baby.
Do you even remember me?
A little bit. Unfortunately, I can't say much right now on the phone because the trainer said that I have to wait till I get into Springfield, Missouri, to be able to talk a whole lot and give you all the details and everything that has happened. But
Yeah.
I think I need to know my dad's number.
Okay. And he's offshore right now, baby. So he won't be able to take your call.
What about Christy?
Yeah, I can give you Christy's number. But we wanted you to make sure that you knew that we didn't know we're here. I was flying, and my mom Sharon and I were going to fly out there to see you, but your attorney said to hold off until you got to Missouri.
Right.
So
Please stand by to be connected to the customer service center. Call number 605581775. Inmate ID 1554249. Date 2015 6/2.1.
People do baby her way too much. But we also have to remember that the reason why they baby her is because they've been conditioned to believe that she's been sick all her life. You know, she's been a sick child. So of course they want to be, you know, gentle and cautious and all of those things, right? It would almost be cruel not to be you know, gentle with somebody who you've been conditioned to believe has been excruciatingly sick all her life, you know? I said the same thing, Spook. What happened to Gypsy wearing glasses? I said the same thing. And we all know now that the voice is, she uses the voice in order to manipulate.
9.
That's her
Press
way
1 for
of
Press 1
kind
to place a
of-
call.
that's her way of, you know, reducing everybody's stress level, anxiety, you know, disarming them.
Well, trying to skip ahead may not be as effective. We might just have to
Done.
through it.
Nobody knew
We'll
the
play by
truth.
ear.
Right. Nobody knew the truth.
I know it's a little slow. I'm sorry, guys.
She won't be living better than us here
Welcome to
soon,
Quality
Christy.
Services Corporation. Connecting your call. Por español, oprima dos ahora. Enter your account number followed by the pound sign.
Give me 1 second. I think, okay, so these are the Waukesha County calls so far. We'll know when it's Greene County, but because it's Waukesha, it was definitely in the June 2015 timeframe. I believe she does talk to Rod, just not on this call. I know she called him at one point.
Yeah, she does talk to Rod at one point. And she says, you know, I never hurt my mama. My mama and I were best friends.
$18.75. Do you want to place an order? Press 1 for yes or enter
And
followed by the
just to preface that by saying, I hated my mother. Like, I hated her, and I still never unalived her, you know? Like, so the idea that she was best friends with her mom, yet you had her unalived, I would not want to be best friends with you. And she also claimed that her and Ryan were best friends. And look at what she did to Ryan. She also claimed that her and Rachel Garlick were best friends. And look at what she did to Rachel Garlick. That's what I'm saying.
sign or you entered 7001. Is this correct? Press 1 for yes or 2. Enter the quantity followed by the pound sign or under 0 followed by the pound sign to cancel. Enter the quantity followed by the pound sign. You entered 18. Is this correct? Press 1 for yes or 2 for no.
Right,
Do you
Christy.
want to order another item? Press 1 for yes or 2 for no. Your order is complete. Your order total is $18.
Yep.
Your current balance
Exactly,
is 75
Cindy.
cents. Thank you for
Even
calling
Ryan
Boston
knows that
Services
she uses that
Corporation.
little girl voice to get
Call
what she
number
wants.
6055821 Inmate ID 1554249. Date 2015 6/21. Time 215131. Dialed number 12257154411 from station 12109. Press 1 to place a call. Please enter your PIN number followed.
They just giving out everybody's number.
Geez, this girl needs to get together. Hey, come on. Learn how to dial, girl. Time is money, right?
They just giving out everybody's
See if we can skip
number.
ahead a little.
I wonder if she's trying to fast forward it.
Let me try refreshing this real quick. I don't know why it's being so weird. Give me just a second. Maybe it'll.
Thank you, Brittany.
Okay, there it goes. I finally got it. Okay, let me try again. Okay, now it's going. Oh,
Area code, prefix, and number. To make an international call, please enter 011. Your account balance is 18.
No,
The
I
cost
think
of
she
this
was
call
trying
will
to
be an
call
operator service
her
charge of
dad,
$3.
but she
and
called her
15
aunt
cents
Celeste,
plus
which is Rod's
for the
sister.
first 15 minutes and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The
I don't
time
know
limit
why
is
anyone
15.
would be attracted to wanting to write to a person who unalived somebody, but it's like a fetish thing. Hey, Mama T.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from an inmate at Waukesha County Jail. To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call, 5. To confirm you accept this call, press or say. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time.
So I think
Thank
this
you
might
for
be
using
Christy.
IT Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Gypsy?
Yes, I'm so sorry. Our phone call got cut off because I didn't have enough money on my account. But
Yeah, but I put money on the account, so you should be able to call me now. You just can call me, but you can call me at this point. And I lined that up for Missouri as well. When you get to Missouri, you should have money in your account to call me as well.
thank you so much. Can you please give me our fixed number?
Okay, here's your daddy's number.
Okay.
It's 985.
Wait, I get this on a chair. 985.
2. I'll repeat it. It's 985.
You guys will hear a few
And
moments of
here's
silence
Lady
because I'm
Christy
trying to
as well.
look up the phone numbers.
It's 985.
Oh, at least she's muting out the number. Okay. Because I was like, they just be giving out everybody's number.
Thank you so much, Aunt Celeste. I don't know how you found out that I was in jail, but believe me when I say I'm innocent. I just got mixed up in a bad situation with someone.
Yeah. Well, don't just make sure we are coming to Missouri. As soon as you get to Missouri, what I did was I made a bunch of phone calls and I promised I'll be reaching
The
out
fact
to them.
I just want to stop. The fact that her dad's sister was going to fly to Wisconsin because she was in prison just tells you that if there was anything going on at her mother's house that was inappropriate or abusive or harmful or destructive or toxic or whatever, she had people she could call. She called one person who was like, I was going to get on a flight to come to you, but they said, wait until you get to Missouri, but I'll be in Missouri. This girl had people that she could count on and rely on. That's what infuriates me so much, because I've been in so many situations where I didn't even have one person, not one person that I could call to help me, not even one. And she had people that she could call to help, and she chose not to. She willingly chose not to call anybody, and she chose to unalive her mother. For what? For what? Because she was tired of playing the sick kid? Girl, there were other way out. There was other way out. Like, there could have been other ways out if you were done being the sick kid. You didn't have to kill your mom.
And I've already spoke to your attorney, and I already called your attorney in Missouri, and he has my name and my number as well. So as soon as you get to Missouri, you can call me just to let me know what's going on. Now, we're going to head to Missouri to come and see you. Your daddy should be off the boat either Wednesday or Thursday. So we're kind of waiting for you to get to Missouri before we go and see you, because Mama Sharon, you remember Mama Sharon?
Of course.
Okay, well, Mama Sharon and I we were flying out Friday to go see you Saturday, but your attorney said no, not to go because he knew that you would be moving at any time now, and he didn't want us to go and you want in Rickershaw anymore. So that's why we didn't go this weekend.
Right, and
Yeah.
he told me that, and
Mallory, if I'm just going to say right now, I love my kids. I love my kids. But if my kids did anything like what Gypsy has done, I would never speak to my children again. I would never speak to my children again. I would want to hear like what happened, but I don't know how you trust somebody. I don't know how you trust anybody who has committed that type of crime, you know? Because there are so many other avenues for you to go down that don't involve taking somebody else's life. When you take somebody else's life, you cannot undo that. You cannot undo that. And if you take somebody's life in the way that she took her mother's life, that was not self-defense. She was not actively in harm's way and fighting for her life in that moment where it was her or her mom, you know? That was a well thought out plan for years in advance. I don't know how they have anything to do with her. I really don't.
I'm trying to figure out. They said I got the approval to be sent back to Missouri on Friday, and I'm just waiting for them to come pick me up. And they said that might be tomorrow, or it might be next week or the week after. It's kind of a waiting game right now, but
Okay.
I'm basically hanging on by my fingertips. And,
Right, I understand
my
that.
dad is the only one that I have.
Everybody's saying, well, they didn't know.
And, it seems like
They didn't know the extent of her implication at this point. However, now they do. Now they do. Now they know the extent of how much she was involved. And my only question is the reason why they were supportive after her getting out of prison was to at least give her the benefit of the doubt to see if she was the person that they thought that she was before she went into prison. And that if this was, you know, like she said, you know, a fight for her life where it was her mom or her. And, you know, they were trying to see if she had been rehabilitated. Like, I'm just curious, like, hey, Ariel, like, what do you think is the reason why they were supportive while she was in prison and then now being out for a year and a half? Like, I don't understand. I wouldn't support her at all. Yeah, I definitely think it was about the money and the notoriety, for sure.
all my friends that I had in Missouri abandoned me, and I'm really lost without my mom. All I know is that I'm innocent, and I know that on the news they're painting me up to be this horrible person that plotted to kill my mom, but it's not like that, and I'll explain everything whenever I get to Missouri. And just please tell Daddy that I'm innocent.
Okay, I sure will, baby. And you have your family here, so you do have us. We've been trying. Your daddy talked to the detectives on Monday, and he gave them his number, and I guess they never gave you his telephone number.
No, they didn't. And I'm so happy that somebody cares.
Oh, baby, we have been trying since Monday. Your daddy called and talked to the detective and said he wanted to talk to you. He's been trying since Monday, and we never could get you. They kept telling us that you were okay, but you were resting, and then next thing we know, you were arrested. So we have been trying. Thursday, I just said, I'm making some phone calls. I'm going to track you down. And I was able to track down and speak to your attorney on Thursday. So we have been trying, but we haven't been getting a whole lot of success. But as soon as you get to Missouri, I mean, you can call me, because, you know, I got it all situated, so now you can call me and we shouldn't get disconnected or anything. But I know your attorney said, be careful because everything's recorded. So, you know, we are looking out for the best of you. We just wanted you to know we are here and we care about you. We love you, and we are coming to Missouri as soon as you get there, baby.
So, I think that now that she's been out of prison for a little bit and people have kind of started to see like her behavior patterns, her impulsiveness, getting out of prison, immediately getting pregnant, the way that she's treated Ryan, like all these things that have happened since her getting out of prison, I believe it has definitely sparked cause for concern within her family. And I have reason to believe that if they did not really look into everything before, they will absolutely look into it now. So Christy and Rod went to the hearing where they admitted all of the text messages between her and Nicholas into evidence. All of the Facebook messages, all of everything. So Christy and Rod know. Christy and Rod have seen all of the messages. Christy and Rod have seen all of the texts, all of the photos, all of the videos. They've seen all of that. So they're not naive to what she did. But I do believe that because her lawyer was able to successfully shove out into the mainstream media that it was a Munchausen by proxy case, I do believe they were falsely led to believe that, you know, she was going to turn from perpetrator to victim and that none of this information would ever get out and people would, you know, support Gypsy with this Munchausen by proxy theory. So I think that her dad and Christy bought into that. They bought into the idea of Gypsy being, you know, the victim in this whole entire thing and how that victim story could propel them all into financial success. Brittany, the woman on the phone is Gypsy's aunt, her dad's sister. Yeah, they know that everything is fucking lies. They're not naive to think that. I think that they were just sold the idea that, you know, that Gypsy would go from murderer to victim and everybody would believe that she was a victim and that there was a lot of money in her being a victim. I also think that Christy was glad that Gypsy got rid of Dee Dee. I don't think that Christy liked Dee Dee very much. And I think that Christy did the best that she could to keep Dee Dee out of their lives. And Gypsy.
We are coming, I promise you, babe, okay?
Thank you so much. And
Okay?
please tell Daddy that I love him.
And just roll it in
And I love
hand.
her too. And give my love to all the family. And we'll talk more whenever we get to Missouri.
Okay. Can you call me tomorrow? Call me tomorrow again just to tell me that you're okay?
Barbara, you don't have to use this either.
Okay. Just call me tomorrow. If you can, just call me every day just to let me know how you're doing, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am, I will.
I love you. Okay, now remember your daddy should be getting home Wednesday or Thursday, okay?
Okay, I might be in Missouri by then, so hopefully
Yeah.
that's fine.
just hold on to my number and call me every day.
I will.
Okay, love you.
I love you. Okay, bye-bye.
Call number 6.
Relief Hotline, tell us where it hurts. Jane's fit this morning, but not now. Sounds like bloating. Try number 1 selling Diurex. For bloating discomfort, Diurex gives effective relief right when you need it. I know. If only we could wear sweats to work.
I
The
think
way
that-
should have cared. If it
I
hurt,
think that the aunt was at the baby shower. I do. I think that the aunt was at the baby shower, and you notice that the attorney told them, do not talk about anything on the phone because everything is being recorded. He was he was a good attorney. Do I like the fact that he got her off of MURDER? No, but he did his job, and his job was to get her off of the charges, and that's what he did. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. But he was smart in how he represented this case, and he utilized the mainstream media in order to further benefit his theory of Munchausen by proxy.
Her aunt, Dorla, or Dinah, or Dorla, or whoever, and Claudia, or whoever, it was her dad's sister who reached out. That's very interesting. I don't know how she got that number, but I have to agree, maybe, because she did say that she made phone calls when she found out that she had been arrested, and the attorneys being assigned to her would have been public knowledge. So, I agree, maybe she had reached out to one of them and said, here's my phone number, have her get a hold of me, and, let's help her, something like that. It's wild already, and we're barely even touching it.
0, 5, 6, 3, 4, 2, 6. In the ID 1, 5, 5, 4, 2, 4, 9. Date 2015, 6, 22. Time 2, 1, 0, 5, 1, 9. Dial number 198.
Yeah, that's the other thing that got me too. Like you guys, she said, I'm lost without my mother. What? That takes some nerve, don't you think?
5, 2, 5, 8, 4, 6, 4, 4. From station 1, 2, 1, 0, 9. Press 1 for English. Open my doors. Press 1 to place a call. Please enter your PIN number followed by pound sign. Press 0 to make a collect call or speed dial call. Press 1 to make a debit call. Press 2 to make a calling card. For calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean, please enter the area code, prefix, and number. To make an international call, please enter 011, the country code, and the number. Your account balance is $14.10. The cost of this call will be an operator service charge of $3.15 plus $0 for the first 15 minutes and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes. Hello, do you have a call at no expense to you from
It's 0.
an inmate at Waukesha County Jail? To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call, to confirm you accept this call, press or say 1. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey, my sweetie.
Oh, this is the call between her and
Yes,
Christy.
baby.
Hi, oh my God, it's so good to hear your voice.
Oh, it's so good to hear your love.
Oh,
So good.
I can't really talk much about what happened because my lawyer said not to, but I just want to let you know that Celeste had put some money on my account so I can call you, Maddie, or her, and I just want you to know, and please let Daddy know that I'm innocent.
I will, baby. And look, Daddy and I will be there when you get to Missouri, and we will help you.
Thank
You really can.
you
And
so
your brother and your sister, we love you so much. And I love you so much, Gypsy.
I love you so much too. Does Daddy still love you?
Daddy still loves him. In fact, he's coming home tonight. I gotta go pick him up between 2 and 3 in the morning. So next time you call me, you've got to talk to Daddy.
Okay, good. I think I have like 15 minutes to talk on this call, but I'm happy that somebody tried to get in touch with me because nobody else got through. And whenever I got arrested, I'm like, well, is anybody calling me or trying to contact me? And then the stuff they say in the news is horrible and not true.
Oh no.
And
Yeah, we were calling.
Notice how she said the same thing to her dad's sister that she said to Christy, that she also said to her dad. The stuff they say in the news is horrible and not true. You know I'm innocent. I love my mom. I would never hurt my mom. My mom was my best friend.
With the Green Police Department, I called and talked to Detective Tool where you're at, and you know, she told me she was gonna let him know that I called. I don't know if she did or not.
no, nobody can tell me much.
I told her, if you tell her, make sure that we love her and we will be there and we will not leave your side, sweetie. You have family. You have family that love you. You are not alone in this.
Thank you so much because honestly, I thought it's a complicated situation, but what they say on the news is not true. You know that I love my mama, and you know that I would never hurt her or to be killed or any of that.
I know, honey. I know, sweetie.
And they have arrested the man that did it.
Yeah. I mean,
You know, he was my boyfriend, and unfortunately, he did what he did because he wanted me to come live with him. And
I'm so sorry that you're suffering. You know, that you're getting all this blame that the media is saying. You know, and like I said, when we get to Missouri, so, you know, Daddy and I will be able to sit down and, you know, and talk to you. And, you know,
The way that she just immediately tried to shift everything onto Nicholas as if she had absolutely no involvement. And I think that was the reason why whenever they introduced all the text messages and everything into exhibit in court, she turned around in horror looking at Christy and her dad because she had been telling them that she had no part in it. And then it came out that, yeah, she helped plan everything.
to tell y'all the truth of what happened, and it was really hard to hear.
Yeah,
because
she was never expecting
those.
those phones to be found. She was never expecting those text messages to become evidence. Like, she never expected any of that. And she fully believed that she was going to be able to pin everything on Nicholas and walk out of prison a free person.
I've never been, you know, and over here it's like everybody is so cold, and then they showed what the case was on the news, and they're like, Gypsy accused of killing her mother with her boyfriend, and I'm like, that's not true. And then they had some inmates in here that's like, you're a mommy killer, and they're all me, and it's just horrible.
I'll never go take your mom's place for cheap.
I want to know who that inmate was. And what they were planning to do to her. Because we need to talk. This is so messed up. Oh yeah, okay.
You know.
But you're the closest thing I have. You're the closest thing I have to my mama.
Yeah, and I'll be your mommy, baby.
Thank you so much.
What?
And I was wondering if I get through all of this and I'm able to get out.
What's Christy's MO here? Like, seriously, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Like,
Why did she say, I'll be your mama? Like, what the fuck? Did y'all hear that?
I'll be your mommy. That's a bit sudden.
My flabbers are gasted.
Right? I mean, give me some perspective here. Maybe I'm seeing things in my own weird way. Sorry, I'm eating a snack while talking. I apologize. But I find it really strange that, Christy's just like, I'll be your mama. Like,
Here, let me rewind it so you can hear it, because she clearly says, I'll be your mommy.
And then they showed what the case was on the news, and they're like, Gypsy accused of killing her mother with her boyfriend, and I'm like, that's not true. And then they had some inmates in there that's like, you're a mommy killer, and they're all with me, and it's just horrible.
I'll never go take your mom's place for cheap.
I wonder who that inmate was. And what they were planning to do to her. Because we need to talk. This is so messed up. Oh yeah, okay.
You know.
But you're the closest thing I have. You're the closest thing I have to my mama.
Yeah, and I'll be your mommy, baby.
Thank
See?
you so much. And I was like,
What was that? I'll be your mommy, baby. Like, that is fucking weird.
I guess through all of this, and I'm able to get out.
What's Christy's MO here? Like, seriously, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Like, I'll be your mommy. That's a bit sudden and weird and strange, right? I mean, give me some perspective here. Maybe I'm seeing things in my own weird way. Sorry, I'm eating a snack while talking. I apologize. But I find it really strange that, Christy's just like, I'll be your mama. Like, I don't know. That's really weird. Really weird.
Christine says she's patting Gypsy's back for doing what she probably always wanted to do.
Or what? Because I never had to go through this before. Is it okay if I come and live with y'all? Because I have no one
Baby. That is baby, you are welcome here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I would not be a burden at all. I'm a good girl.
Oh, baby.
You hear that? Did you hear her? She said, can I come and live with y'all? Had absolutely no fucking problem asking Christy to come and live with her while she's sitting in jail. She absolutely believed she was going to walk out of that jailhouse. She absolutely believed she was going to walk out of that jailhouse and go live with her dad. I'm going to rewind it just a minute so y'all can listen to.
Somehow, I don't know if it's my trial.
I find it really strange that, Christy's just like, I'll be your mama. Like, I don't know. That's really weird. Really weird.
Somehow, I don't know if it's my trial or what, because I never had to go through this before. Is it okay if I come and live with y'all? Because I have no one
Baby. That is baby, you are welcome here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I would not be a burden at all. I'm a good girl.
Oh, baby, I know you are. Trust me, I know you are. I know your heart, please.
And I was talking about if Aunt Celeste knows and Daddy must know. Oh God, Daddy must think the whole.
Fruit for thought, though. You knew, or you just learned, your stepdaughter took out her own mother brutally.
Brutally.
And skipped state. Why on earth would you say, I'll be your mama, knowing good and well what she does to mommies? It's like you're putting your own target on your own back, your own bullseye. Like,
and the fact that Gypsy just assumed that she was going to go and live down there with Rod and Christy. At this point, Mia is only 13 when she got arrested. Mia was only 13 years old. I can tell you right now that if I had a 13-year-old child and a 24-year-old child, and my 24-year-old child was accused of MURDER, there ain't no way in hell I'm going to let that girl come and live at my house with my 13-year-old child. No, nope. Nope. You might be blood and all that, but you're going to be blood somewhere else, because I need to be able to protect my family from your crazy. Because if you would kill your own mom, who's to say you wouldn't murder my 13-year-old daughter, or me, or your dad? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know what to think about that. She's just weird.
Yeah, the fans want to know, how do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm.
That just sounds so weird to me. Oh yeah, and Gypsy has always been jealous of Mia. So imagine at this point, if she had not gotten arrested and went to jail, and her going to live with Christy and Rod and Mia. Imagine the danger Mia would have been in at that point in her life. Because I believe she would have been in danger. Like, straight up.
Baby, Daddy doesn't. Daddy does not. Daddy loves you so much.
Please tell Daddy that I love him too, and that and I love you, and tell Mia and Dylan I love them too.
I sure will, sweetie. I love you, Nicolette. Just praying for you too.
Good. And I'm gonna hang up, but
Okay.
I'm gonna try, and my lawyer should get in contact with me soon, because it was supposed to come pick me up to bring me back to Missouri today. At least we were hoping for that, but they didn't. They have up to 30 days to come and get me.
Right.
I'm like,
Daddy and I will be there as soon as we can.
okay. And
So you don't worry about that. We will be there.
I'll give you all a call when I'm in Missouri.
Okay, sweetie. You call me anytime, day or night.
Okay, thank you so much, and I love y'all so much.
I love you too, sweetie. I'm so glad you called.
Me too. I'll talk to y'all later, okay?
Okay, my love. You stay strong.
I will try.
You stay strong, and I have a whole community here that are just praying for you. We have a support website just for you.
Good. Thank
Just
y'all
for
so
you.
much. Thank you.
Okay, baby.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too. Goodbye.
All right. Bye-bye.
That little community that she was talking about that's saying that they were sitting there praying for her was an entire Facebook group that Christy started the day that Dee Dee was found. And the whole time she was, running that group, she started nothing but drama and gossip. And she had pissed so many people off. Natasha Cooper actually has a Facebook group that's still very active from way back when, from 2015 when all this went down. And you can see a lot of those conversations that Christy had started in that group and on social media during that time. And that's how we learned that she was PR hunting the day that Dee Dee was found. She was money hungry. And so was her cousin Bobby Petrie, who went straight to MJ Pack the very next day and did an interview, both on TV and a magazine, I believe. But yeah, Christy is definitely a major shit starter. And I don't think she's ever changed.
No, she hasn't.
Call number 60567.
I think this might be the call with her dad.
1554249. Date 2015 623. Time 210341. Dial number 1-985-258-4644. From station 12109. Press 1 for English. Open those back. Press 1 for English. Press 1 to place a call. Press 5 for the commentary. Please enter your PIN number of.
When karma comes for her, it is going to be worldwide news. I can guarantee you that. It is going to be worldwide news.
Your account balance is $10.20. The cost of this call will be an operator service charge of $3.15 plus $0 for the first 15 minutes. and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
After
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
this call, I'm gonna have to go, but I'll be back tomorrow.
an inmate at Waukesha County Jail. To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9. To confirm you accept this call, press or say 1. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey, sweetie. How you doing today, baby?
Had a rough morning, but it got better after I got to take a shower.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, guess who's on the side of me? I can't wait to talk to you.
Daddy,
Your daddy. Here he is.
thank you.
More.
Hey, Daddy.
Are you hanging in there?
I'm trying. I'm really, really trying.
Yeah, I bet.
It's extremely hard.
You feel tired?
Oh, yeah. And it's like being here, I've never, ever been in a place like this before. And being in jail is not easy. I say, if there's a heck, I'm in it because heck is jail.
Yes, I know. It's going to be a hard thing. Yes, I want to do
And I'm like, if you wake up and they give you dry cereal, like a small cup of dry cereal, and they give me at least my seizure medication, and I'm gonna have to pay like $20 for it. And I think it's $20 only once, and I take it 2 times a day. And then after that, they give you.
That's a lie. The jail does not charge you for medication. But did you hear her say and confirm that she's on her seizure medication? Why would you need seizure medication if it was all a lie, Gypsy?
Another tray of food that is basically bread and food that I don't eat. And for dinner, it's the same thing, food that I don't eat. So I'm basically living off of bread and cookies and water from a faucet that's connected to a toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Food that she doesn't eat. Food that she doesn't eat. She thinks that she's so entitled, even in jail, that she won't eat the food because she's too entitled to eat the food. She'd rather starve and eat bread only.
But
How often is somebody medically, professionally examined the baby?
they have a nurse here, but that's it.
Yeah.
And they have a psychiatrist that I can't really tell her much because if I tell her I'm sad or stressed or anything like that, they'll document it. And the last thing I need right now is to be locked up in a mental institution. So.
Yeah.
And
have you heard anything about when they're going to bring you back to Missouri?
Not really. I had a video call from one of my lawyers, one that's filling in for Mr. Sam, and he said just basically don't talk to anybody about the case, that anything could be used against me, so even if it seems innocent. And And it seems like every day seems to be getting longer and longer.
Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy, baby. But you have to hang in there.
I'm trying.
You have a lot of people.
I want to rewind it for just a minute because he clearly said and asked about doctors.
Cookies and water from a faucet that's connected to a toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
How often is somebody medically, professionally examined, baby?
How often is somebody medically, professionally examining you? He was concerned about her health, which is why he asked that question. How often is somebody medically examining you? And she went into psychiatry rather than what maybe they've known. I mean, I don't know. At this point, it sounds to me like it's quite possible that Dee Dee explained to Rod that she had some mental issues as well as physical issues, because otherwise, why would he be so concerned about that right now?
that anything can be used against me, so even if it seems innocent. And as far as going back to Missouri, just hang in there. It'll hopefully be within the next 2 weeks. And it seems like every day seems to be getting longer and longer.
Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy, baby. But you have to hang in there.
I'm trying.
You have a lot of people that love you, care for you, always have, and always will, no matter what.
Thank you. And I'm just so thankful that Celeste got in touch with me and I was able to get her number from my lawyer, because I didn't know your number, I didn't know anybody's number. And so whenever she had called my lawyer, I'm like, thankfully I can get in touch with my dad and be able to, try and explain things to him. And unfortunately, I still can't explain things to you on the phone here while I'm in Wisconsin.
I don't want you to explain anything, not right now. I have a lot of questions, obviously. I'm confused.
Benadryl allergy liquid. Now they're
The fact that she went into jail and was on seizure medication confirms that what we all knew, that she's sick. I mean, we all knew that she and her attorney were lying.
I know what their questions are.
That's the reason I didn't get off the boat, because, I really wasn't sure of what kind of relationship you and I usually have. I mean, I don't know if I've ever spoken to you about your mama being right on the side of you.
Well, to be honest, Daddy, I understand that we haven't had a chance to get close in a long time, probably my whole life, but truth is, I've always wanted to get close to you.
We didn't want you. I'm lying.
How far apart we lived, and with you having a job, we never got a chance to have a real close relationship. And I want that. I really want to build a good, close relationship with you. And it's like, I don't want you to ever think that I'm mad at you or that I don't love you. I do love you, and I love you in a way that I know that we're blood, but I honestly want more than that. I want to build a relationship with you, and I want to get to know you, and I want you to get to know me. I know that on the news, they're painting me up to be this horrible person, but you know my heart, Daddy. You know that, everything.
That kind of sounded weird. That I know you're my dad. I'm going to rewind it. It kind of sounded weird to me.
I understand that we haven't had a chance to get close in a long
See,
time.
the way that she says, I want to be close. Just
My
listen.
whole life, but truth is, I've always wanted to get close to you.
He didn't want you. I'm not.
How far apart we lived, and with you having a job, you know, we never got a chance to have a real close relationship.
Right? Like,
And
what do you mean close relationship?
I want that. I really want to build a good, close relationship with you. And it's like, I don't want you to ever think that I'm mad at you or that I don't love you. I do love you, and I love you in a way that...
Why would her dad not think that his own child loved him? That this entire conversation seems very weird.
I know that we're blood, but I honestly want more than that. I want to build a relationship.
I honestly want more than being blood. What's more than being blood? Help me understand why this conversation sounds incredibly perverted. Am I just being perverted, or does it sound perverted? Please help me. Because to me, it sounds perverted. It sounds like she's talking to like a boyfriend.
And I want to get to know you, and I want you to get to know me. You know, I know that on the news, they're painting me up to be this horrible person, but you know my heart, Daddy. You know that, you know, everything Mama told you is true. I am truly a good girl, and, you know, I've always loved you, and I would never hurt Mama, and I know that you probably have some questions about...
Everything Mama told you is true. Everything Mama told you is true. Everything Mama told you is true. What all did Dee Dee tell her? Tell him. Because she's saying everything that Mama told you is true.
Probably my health.
Okay, hold on. This might get interesting.
And what happened to Mama and stuff like this, and I'll be able to explain that whenever I'm in Missouri. Just know that I'm innocent and know that I'm...
She said, I know you have questions about my health.
Yeah, that's you, baby. Good girl.
And I just know it.
So everybody keeps bringing up the voice. If you guys remember, Ryan Anderson even came out and said, shortly after she was released, she uses that voice when she's trying to manipulate. Just remember that.
Love you, and as soon as I get to Missouri, I'm gonna want to see y'all.
Yeah, we'll be there. Whatever my dad will be there.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out now, but I just wanted to get in touch with you so I could at least have some comfort for tonight.
Some comfort.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there for you, okay? I love you.
I love you too.
And I'm not mad at you at all.
Good.
Okay?
Good.
Don't worry about that. You're good, okay?
Okay.
Try back tomorrow if you can.
I will try.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Love you.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this for now because I need
Now we're moving in.
to get going for tonight because I have a lot to do tomorrow. But I will be back tomorrow and we'll pick up exactly where we stopped off. I'm not gonna watch this without you guys. I do want to just mention a couple of things that were, thank you, Onward, that were notable. Was that, you know, she said that everything Dee Dee told him was true. and he asked about her health. She talked about having her seizure medication and talked about how her dad probably has a lot of questions about her health and what happened to her mom. So it sounds to me like she is aware at this point in time that everybody could be questioning how much involvement Gypsy had in the facade of her health issues. Because the biggest question everybody always says, well, if she knew she could walk, what else was a lie, right? If she knew that she could walk, what else was a lie? Because Gypsy knew that Gypsy could walk. But Gypsy pretended to be sick and in a wheelchair. Yeah, I'll be on TikTok next week too. Normally I do take a break. But I normally do take a break on the weekends too. I might do tomorrow night and then skip Sunday and then come back Monday. That way we can get a little bit more of this in tomorrow. But either way, JJ, it'll be on my YouTube if you miss the next episode. Okay? All right, you guys. There's a lot to think about. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure to put them in the comments. Thank you. So that we can, I don't know, talk about it, communicate, try to gain an understanding, throw ideas off of one another. Yeah, this will be on my YouTube because I'm streaming it on YouTube as well. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful evening.